Okay, here we are. So now we're going to go into Substance to start texture. So fortunately I have a legacy version of Substance on Steam. So you may have a more up-to-date version. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is start a new project. New project. Just leave it. Okay. And then it imports a low poly. So select. There we go. Desktop. Folder. Low poly. Okay. And select my screen is too big. Okay, so I'm just hitting OK on the other screen. So it won't fit on here. Yeah, there we go. And it's backwards. I don't remember. So Alt. Shift. Control. Alright, so seems like mostly use Alt. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we need to start doing here is bake the mesh maps. So let's bake the mesh maps. And bake select textures. So, okay. So all the maps are baked. And now we can start adding materials. So let me see, so what are my materials and properties? Well, it's been a minute actually since I used this. Display settings. Here we go. So these are printing materials. I may have to use this on another screen. This is just like way too small. Materials. Shelf. Smart materials. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this out and drop it onto another screen. If possible. So you'll be able to see what I'm picking, but you don't know how to pick out textures or materials. This way I can see them all on the screen at once. So let's give, what kind of color scheme am I going to go for this guy? Okay. So let's go with silver steel. Some of this blue steel painted. Oh yeah, we got to, the way it works is you have to select the material and then add a mask. Oops. Select this actually. Select the material. Drop it onto there. And we'll add a black mask. Just don't want the whole thing painted in. Actually, you know what? Oh, that'll be sort of the base color. So shift constrains it alt. So how do you pan? Oh, just control alt to pan. Which means I should have control to this. Okay. That'll be shift. Controls. So I'm setting up my tablet shortcuts so I can use the buttons instead of the keyboard. Yeah, for keys. So this is going to be Control Alt, and this should allow me to pan. So this. That's what I expect. So Alt, pan, perfect. Okay, so let's do something interesting for the helmet. Let's do that jaw of something silver maybe. So on the screen still. I want to keep the texture real simple. So I'm super rusty on substance. So we'll add a black mask. And we'll move this on top. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Overlap not included. Okay. So then size. Let's bring this. So we started the next one. Finish the neck. Pretty much on symmetry. Symmetry. And let's pick something else. Let's pick up. I'm just gonna get green. This looks pretty interesting. Creature tone. No mask works. Oh, you know what? When I was baking the mesh maps, I was supposed to use the high poly. So there we go. And now bake again. And now we should have our high poly details included. But it's probably gonna take a minute. Or it'll take several minutes. Okay, so it's done baking all the maps. And now with all the high poly details should be in there. This feels pretty nasty. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. That is pretty sick. Let's do a black mask. And let's cast it on the brush. Actually, I'm gonna make the whole highlight a different color. Let's do this. Let's give it gold. Can't go wrong with gold. Gold, this is good. So maybe that's what would be a good sort of dark green with gold trim. Maybe the basic color scheme. Right. Actually, the rest of this, I feel like the rest of it should be, I think the rest of the subject here. Let's make this hands. So two. Two. I feel like his boots should be silver too. That makes sense. Just like I said, we can give him some gold trim. Very good shot. But I couldn't say I like that shot. Sort of connect. And that'll be the trim up to his skin coming through. I'm gonna call it a day on this. The point is, this whole project is just to be able to get a character, knock the whole character out in like a, in a day or an afternoon. Not to turn this into some big project. All right, man. Cool with that. Yeah, that's good. Actually, now I have an idea. Some little design features in my head here. And I guess since you, you got the mesh and all, you can always go back in and do variations. Yeah, that's kind of fucking weird. But cool. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. Alright, this guy's done. Save the file, mess it up. Desktop. It's gonna be. Let's call him Alien Soldier. Or it could be some kind of human soldier, just like Deadpool, because of his skin. Alright, so that's it. Now we got to export the textures. So, let me see. File, export textures. And the textures we're exporting, I should have a template for this. Well, I'm gonna have to move this to the other screen. There we go. ZBrush down. The output directory is when I get to the desktop. The same folder. Let's make a folder for textures. Select that. The template. So I should have a Unity. Universal render pipeline, that's what I'm going to be using. So here it is, universal render pipeline, talk standard, template, okay, export. That's good. So we got the metallic albedo, smoothing, normal, okay. Guess there's no height map. Okay, so that's done. And now we'll go on to mixing mode for the rigging. Okay, let's go mixing mode. Okay. So let me see. Shrink it down a little bit. Okay, so let's upload our character. And the main point of this is just to get the rigging down. We're not actually going to take any of the. We're not going to take any of the animations. There is another rigging program, but I can't remember the name of it, so just stick to Mixamo. Character file, so it's going to be the low poly. Let's go here. Come on. Okay. Okay. So sometimes I think it's useful to export out of substance. Let's see if that makes it any better. So let's export the mesh. Translation, because we're going to need it later. I want to make sure it matches the original. Maybe it's because of the FBX. Maybe that's the FBX. We don't really need the high poly anymore because we have, it was just for the texture. So let's close this. Maybe I need it. Maybe FBX will work better. FBX. The character is flipped around, but I think you can flip them and mix them up. Yoicks. Well, the file's just too big. Well, that's going to be a problem because this is how I do the rigging. The skeleton. You know what? I can do triangulation since it doesn't matter at this point. So let's try this one time. Export the mesh. Apply triangulation. It's fine. So we'll do the same right. Okay, so exported successfully. Let's try this one more time. Okay. So FBX with triangulation. This doesn't work. I'm not sure what to do. Because all the textures were done in substance, so they need to match the mesh coming out of substance. It's not working. What option do I have? Let's see, export mesh. I can't really select that. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to look into the other option. Alright, so here we are. We're back now. Installed Accurig since we can't get Mixer to work. Hopefully this will work. So let's load a character. Let's choose a file. Alright, so this works. Import the model. Something stuff too. There's a problem with the model. There it goes. Come on. And crashed. Maybe it was a triangulation, I'm not sure, but I imported the low poly from ZBrush and it imports really quickly and it looks like it's all good. Although now I do notice, check the model, not oriented. Is there any way to rotate the model? That's fine. I'm going to rotate the model. This might be good. There we go. There we go. Okay. Next. This down below, believe it, sooner or later. Right here. I might have to move this, I can't see anything. Although I think the character is still backwards. I think that's good. So now we get the hand rig. I wonder if that character in backwards might be a problem. Probably. Because everything's going to be backwards now. I'm going to fix that. I'm probably going to have to go back in the ZBrush and rotate the entire figure around the 80 degrees. Alright, I think that's fine. Check the animation. Alright, it's still going. I'll just stop recording. Alright, so we finally finished rigging, but yeah, it's messed up. It's all backwards. So I'll just take a step back and rotate this guy. I want to go back to ZBrush and do that. So let's finish that for now. that. Messed up. Substance. Let's go back to ZBrush. You should go just load the tool, rotate it, and it should be good. Hopefully. Okay, let's load that over. Let's see which one was it. I look like in scale. Okay, backwards. Edit. So can we just rotate the whole dude? No, that's not what we want. Okay, I'm not full, so. Okay, I figured it out. So this is the one that's backwards. This is the one that's correct. So let me delete this one. I'll show you how I did it. Get rid of that. Okay, it's under the Z plugin, subtool master, mirror, and mirror on the Z axis. Booyaka. And that's the quick one. And I can get rid of this guy here. And she got a geometry. Geometry's still good. And now it matches. Okay, so that's good. This guy's already scaled, so let's save this tool. Probably scaled one. Yeah. I'm just going to put this mirrored, just for my own reference. I guess at the beginning, make sure you see which side is front before you start modeling. Okay. And I need to export the high poly, low poly. Font. That. Export the high poly. Export that. Now the question is whether I have to redo all the paint, which I think I will have to. I don't know. The UVs are all the same. It's just the model is backwards, so the textures might work. Just want to see. Let's take a minute. Alright, so I'm not sure if the UVs on the other one will work, so I'm just going to do a quick really quick texturing of this one. Windows might need to turn out better. Okay, so this is, okay, everything else is fine. Texture. is fixed front. Oh, there's nothing there. I just can't see the button because my screen is too small. Okay. Good, okay. Let's do this. Quick. Filter. Let's change the base color. Okay. Change the base color. What do I want to go to? Does not seem to make any difference. I don't really know how to change the color. Let's fix something else. Fix something else for the color audio like. Let's get a small material. Let's try this full damage. Oh yeah, I gotta make the mesh. I gotta bake it. Take the mesh map. Add the highlights. Get up there. That's the textures. Let's let that go. Alright, now we're back. It's gonna be quick and dirty. So I'm adding full damage. Which does not seem to do anything. Let's add a wet mask. It doesn't seem to do anything at all. Maybe this is a bug. Let's try this one more time. Maybe just the whole damage is not good. Yeah, maybe it needs to go over top of something else. Doesn't seem to do anything on its own, maybe. Make blends. It's not materials do anything. Or that. It's gotta, this one's gotta work, right? Finally. try this one. That one actually looks better than this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this, and then maybe I'll put a little paint on it, so yellow and nice. Yeah, stuff. The comments is trying to stick out. I guess all movies in the pencil thing. Oops. Try symmetry back on. That looks really weird. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to look a little bit yellow. It's got a lot of interesting things going on. Is there anything else that's worth adding on top of this? It's actually pretty good. Good inspirations. Keep using this. Just right the head. And just the top. That's pretty cool. not sure what this is about, but it's cool. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's save this one. Let's export these textures. On this huge screen. Let's protect what it is, the universal unification. Standard. And put in the information. Alright. Mujaka. Oh, we're not use the HD. Universal. Complete on top is fine. Alright. So there we go. So I did another version, and now I can finally properly rig character. Let's close that. Save this guy. Close that. And let's go back to Accurig. Okay, so let's get that in a little bit fine. Yes, and he's facing front. So let's check the model. Let's read the body. Yeah, everything's going a lot faster now. I think everything looks okay actually. Let me split this one up a little bit. That was supposed to be the negative. Yeah, that's actually. Yeah, I think everything looks good. Just going to see the bottom of that. Okay, so here we are. I'm Accurig on my other monitor, which is a lot better now. Okay, so that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, let's read your hands. Alright, so let's check out this hand rig. Okay, actually, I could put on the finger. Same for that guy. Same for that one. Let's fix some of these joints. These knuckles really should be here. Okay, so the right hand is rigged. Now we gotta do left hand. Which is mirror. Left to the right, and right to the left. Yeah, perfect. Good enough for me. Okay, let's find out what it is. Okay, so we're back. And it took a while, but yeah, it's rigged. It was good. Look at that. Look at that. He's moving. Boy, I gotta really think about that. I should have really thought that, but it's okay. See how the hand movements are? Not bad. The fingers, are weird. Look at them, open and closing. Okay, cool. I'm down. That's for me. Okay, so now we can export it. Export FBX. Target application for Unity. ZBrush. That's it. Oh yeah, I just want to save this file. Save that data. Save it in its own folder. Save that. Okay, now good. I saved it. Alright, so here we are. Now we're in Unity. And let's get this party started. Let's get this character in here. Alright, so first off, we're we need to do is let's import our character. So first let's make a little plane. So we got something to stand on. Scale this. Okay, now let's import assets. Maybe just set up in the folder. Character. Okay. Let's go to the character folder. Import new assets. Okay, so let's go to that folder. So let's import the low poly rig. Create file. And so the rig model, can I leave all that? The rig is humanoid. Animations. There's no animations to import. So add that. Materials. There's no materials. We're going to put them separately. Okay. So it should be good. Okay. Let's see. Yikes. A little bit big. Yeah, there's still scaling issues. Let's see if we can scale factor. Maybe turn off the convert units, see if that helps. Nope. Does not help. So let's try this again. Convert units. Scale factor 0.1. See if that helps. Yeah, that sounds a little better. Okay. Alright, so let's rotate him. Let's increase the shade. Alright. I'm just going to stick all the other the textures in there too. So assets, import new assets. Let's import these textures. That's right. Okay. So this character here, let's see. Okay, let's worry about the textures in a minute. What we're going to try to do is add a controller so we can play the character. Alright, so this is the one we're going to use the starter assets character controller. It's a new updated one. Now this has been updated 2025, so let's download that one. And yeah, it gives you a controller, gives you a character, and the controller should be all set up. Okay. Let's import that. You might need to, yeah. You gotta get all these dependencies, so I'll let that install all those. And whilst doing that, well, we can't really do anything, so wait. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and close stuff. This is nice because it gives you this pre-set up character, and all we gotta do is replace the model with our model, which is a pretty straightforward process. So, alright, so it's in the project now. Alright, let's close this. So let's see, where is it at? Starter assets. Sample. Let's go bags. Prefab, there we go. Capsule. Yeah, I'm sure. I think this is what we need. So if we play it, it should work. It should turn this into third person. Yeah. Maybe third person character. Oops. Well, this may be a little more to this than I was expecting. Perhaps we can just open up the third person playground. No. Okay, I finally got it working. So what we had to do is we had to import the nested armature that's got the camera, and then turn off our main camera because this one already has a camera with it. And then if you play, then we can start in third person from the character. Alright, so now what we need to do is replace their model with our model. And the way we do that is so we open our controller. Let's see. It's our character. And you know what, I think we do need to import animation. what we need to do is, so we need to open the animation controller for this guy. And replace it with our animation controller. Or we should be able to just switch the avatar, right? I think that's what we need to do. Let's see if that does anything. Okay, so here's how we do it now. So we have their nested character here, and we need to go down to the player armature and we replace the avatar. We already replaced the avatar with the avatar for our character. So that was theirs, and this is ours. So that's already set up. And then what we need to do is replace the geometry here with our mesh. So what you do is find our mesh. This is our mesh here. Oops, our mesh here. And drag that into the geometry. And then we can delete this guy here. And then when we play, the rig is already set up to match our guy. There we go. I can probably get rid of this other one that just Oh yeah, so the last thing, we have to create any material so we can apply our textures. So this is going to be character yellow. Should probably name these better, but for now. And it's going to be these. So it's going to be Beto. So we need to pin this down. Lock it. Lock that. I think these are basically the same now. And actually this needs to be, does it need to be in horizontal? Okay, so it's the base map. Base map. Metallic map. And then the mask map. Mask map. Normal map. Let's see, I think it needs to be imported. Maybe they maybe I said normal map here. Apply. Here we go. And let's go back to the texture. And let's drag this into the normal map. And then maybe drag this onto the character. And voila. Let's see how this looks. Yeah. It's not bad. It works, right? Okay. And the other thing I wanted to see is if those textures that we put on the backwards character, if they work. So let's call this alien. material. And let's go with those other ones. Kind of folder. Textures. Two. Let's see, absolute. Ports. Okay, so let's look at this pin material. Let's lock that one down. Actually, we should let's see, change this to one way. And let's go back to our textures, our material, lock that, and run that, LPO, and attack, and let's see if that works. So the question is it on the right way? Looks like it. Yep. Oh, that's interesting. So even though the character was on backwards, it still works. Let's what do we? Oh, yeah, the smoothness. Looks more metallic than maybe it's higher. Not all the way. Do the 0.18. Alright, so there we go. Now we got a working third person character, original character that we made and rigged and playable. Noticing on the rig though, the traps, looks like the shoulders are a little too high, so something to fix in the future for the rigging. But for now it works. Alright. Let's call it a day.